Is it not enough that they want to vaccinate us, isolate us, turn us into robots? We've got all that fake, Bill Gates, the real meal, whatever it is, the burger, which is like real, it bleeds and it's artificial and it's full of all rubbish and all this garbage, it's lab grown. Now they're doing chicken. Can you believe it? Yeah, we knew that they were doing the fish. Now they're doing the chicken, and look at it. No longer the stuff of science fiction. No kill meat is bursting out of the labs and onto plates and menus. Would you want to eat that shit? They're saying that because, and this gives you a breakdown of how they actually take it. Okay, so they do a biopsy from an animal. Okay, so, they're not going to kill the animal. They'll just torture it by slowly shredding it and ripping pieces from it to make all this artificial rubbish that nobody wants to eat. That's going to make you dangerously sick, give you cancer, give you dementia, give you all of these horrible things. And God forbid if you're pregnant and you drink or eat any of that stuff. It's contaminated. So yeah, they do a biopsy, then they get the stem cells, then they grow a growth serum. Oh, doesn't that look exciting? And then it goes into the nanotube things, whatever the hell they are, and then they create muscle, and then it becomes a burger. Look at that. Perfect. Precise. How can anyone complain with that? Yeah, so there you go. It's a no-kill chicken. It's sourced from the cells of a living chicken via a biopsy. So these poor little chickens, and what biopsy are they doing? What part of the chicken are they taking? It's stem cells. Normally when you have stem cell here for any type of treatment for medical purposes, whether it's for chemotherapy, some Regeneron, the Regeneron that Donald Trump was on, that is actually done through basically nanotechnology. Not the same as what the vaccine is, but it's done through bone marrow. Okay, so it is basically the same as stem cells. So who they got them from, not from him, because, obviously taking bone marrow out from somebody is extremely painful. And you can't do that here in Australia. You have to go to places in Europe or South Asia, which don't have the political, medical crap that Australia has. Yeah, so can you believe any of this? It's just unbelievable. Slaughter-free meat. But it's not meat. It's crap. It's rubbish. So yeah, the stem cells come from bone marrow. So how are they going to get stem cells out of a chicken? Basically, they're calling it slaughter-free meat, but they're basically going to have to obliterate the chicken to get the stem cells out of it. So it's all a con. It's all a big joke. That's that. See, look, Meat's role in the coronavirus pandemic has fueled hunger for alternatives. Who wants to eat that shit? Look at it. It looks like roadkill. Who in their right mind is going to want to eat that? Put that on their plate, put that in their mouth, put it in their body. Put it in their children's mouths. You want to serve that up at dinner time to your children? Oh, here you go. I just got a dead donkey off the road. Oh no, I'm only joking. It's not your friendly animal down the road. It's just some artificial crap that I'm going to give you because the government have told me that that's what we need to do. So sit here and I'll stick you with a needle and I'll put this rubbish in your mouth and you be happy because we're privileged. You're white. We're privileged. So look at this. We can take all sorts of cells ranging from skin and blood to muscle to the brain from different animals. Is that humans too? And grow them under controlled laboratory conditions. And they're going to do it to the chicken, the kangaroos. Lab-grown kangaroos are on the card. So they don't want to just screw. Like, obviously, this is not Australian. This is from thenewsdaily.com.au. But this is going all around the world. So yeah, and these guys here. VOW. Oh yeah, that sounds biblical, doesn't it? But it's not. It's all about this shit. Started last year by Tim Noakes-Smith. That sounds a bit dodgy, doesn't it? And George Peppu, whatever his name is. And this is the kangaroo that they want us to eat. They're doing kangaroo dumplings, and yeah, it's just going to be so good. So, you know, you can have Skippy zapping right from Australia onto your dinner table. Put in with all your artificial chicken. What a meal you're going to have. That is the cutest dog. Queedaz. I just like looking at his ears. He looks like a little Ewok. But anyway, I've got to leave it on that. So yeah, so there you go. Have a look. It's just disgusting. It's deplorable. And you know that famous burger, that piece of shit that they say is a burger, that cost $410,000 in a London restaurant, because you know you've got to be the first to do this. You can't be, you know, the last cab off the rank. You've got to be, you know, with the movers and shakers, and of course Bill Gates and Richard Branson. Yeah, so we've got Mr. Gates of hell, and then we've got Richard Branson, which is Virgin. Yeah, I used to think that Richard Branson was a good guy, but well, he did open. You know, you have to think back to Boy George, Culture Kings. That's a clothing store. Yeah, you know, Boy George and his band back in about 1980. Yeah, and the only one that would give them a record deal was Virgin, which was Richard Branson, and that's where he made all his money. And that's when Malcolm McLaren started doing, because he'd done the Sex Pistols and he did Bow Wow Wow and he did a few other, you know, sort of, you know, money maker sort of type bands. But anyway, we're talking about artificial meat and kangaroos. That's what they want to do. They want to local taste buds. There you go, to local taste buds. Can't you just wait to get some Skippy onto your plate? Look at that, doesn't it just look delicious? Sorry, we've got to go back to the dog if he's still moving and shaking, because we've got to have something fun to look at in this crazy world. So we'll leave it with the doggy. See if we can get it a little bit bigger so we can actually have Mr. Dog give us a smile. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing half the time, but there he is. A happy little dog saying, "Oh, I want my kangaroo. Yeah, give me Skippy, give me Skippy." And don't forget my artificial chicken. Come on, my bone marrow artificial chicken that's been done in a lab that God knows, and that's probably in Wuhan, whoever. And yeah, they think that we're going to welcome that shit into our life. Hell no. Say no. Don't eat it. Don't take it. And don't take the vaccine.